Before we begin, I want to ask you something from the heart. If you have ever felt disappointed by someone you admired, if you have ever trusted a celebrity, an artist, or a public figure because their words made you believe they stood for something bigger, then please stay with me until the end. Because today's story is not just about music. It is not just about fame. It is not just about one private performance. It is about trust. It is about image. It is about what happens when the people we support in public appear to move differently when the cameras are not supposed to be watching. And before anyone gets angry, let me say this clearly. This video is based on public discussion, online reactions, and reported claims. We are not here to spread hate. We are here to ask questions, look at the controversy, and understand why so many fans feel hurt. So support the video by watching until the end, because this story has layers. And the deeper we go, the more uncomfortable it becomes. Justin Bieber has survived almost every kind of public storm. He has been praised, mocked, defended, canceled, forgiven, celebrated, and criticized again. For years, people watched him grow from a teenage superstar into a grown man trying to rebuild his life, his marriage, his faith, his health, and his image. Many fans believed he was finally entering a calmer chapter. They saw him smile again. They saw him perform again. They saw moments that looked like healing. And then suddenly, one private event changed the conversation. According to the transcript and online backlash, Justin Bieber reportedly performed at a closed-door gathering attended by powerful tech, business, and entertainment figures. The issue, according to critics, was not simply that he sang for rich people. The anger came from the names connected to the event, the company executives allegedly present, and the political and ethical concerns surrounding them. And now fans are asking one painful question. Did Justin Bieber just betray the values people thought he stood for? For a celebrity, every move is a message. Sometimes the message is clear. A speech, a donation, a song, a public statement. But sometimes the message is hidden in a room most people were never meant to see. A private hotel. A luxury event. A list of powerful guests. A performance meant for a small crowd. And one leaked clip that turns a quiet evening into an internet firestorm. That is what appears to have happened here. The controversy begins with reports and social media claims that Justin Bieber performed at a private event connected, according to critics, to Palantir executives and other elite guests. In the transcript, the narrator says fans became angry because they believed the event clashed with the values Justin publicly presents. Now, whether every online claim is fully accurate or not, one thing is clear. People are reacting emotionally because this story touches something bigger than one celebrity performance. It touches the fear that fame has two faces. One face smiles at the public. The other face performs behind closed doors for power. Justin Bieber's career has always been emotional for his fans. Many people did not just listen to him, they grew up with him. They watched the little boy with the big voice become a global superstar. They watched the screaming crowds, the sold-out arenas, the hit songs, the wild headlines, the mistakes, the apologies, and the comeback attempts. So when Justin appears to make a choice that feels morally confusing, fans do not treat it like random gossip. They take it personally. Because to many of them, Justin was never just a singer. He was part of their childhood. He was someone they defended when the world mocked him. He was someone they hoped would become better. And that is why this private performance hit so hard. The transcript claims that Justin's fans started turning on him after he allegedly performed at a private gathering attended by influential people connected to government, technology, and entertainment circles. The narrator specifically mentions Oprah, Julia Roberts, Trevor Noah, Palantir, and high-level executives as part of the online conversation. But the real anger was not only about celebrities attending an expensive event. It was about what Palantir represents to many critics. In the transcript, Palantir is described as a powerful data analytics company linked in public criticism to immigration enforcement tools, surveillance concerns, and military software. Whether someone agrees with every accusation or not, this is why fans became uncomfortable. Because Justin is not some unknown singer taking any job he can find. He is Justin Bieber. He has money. He has influence. He has options. So critics asked, why perform there? Why that room? Why those people? Why now? The question fans are asking. The biggest question is simple. Was this just a performance, or was it a statement? Some people will say, relax, he only sang songs. Artists perform at private events all the time. And technically, yes, private celebrity performances are common. Rich people hire famous singers for weddings, parties, conferences, corporate gatherings, and exclusive celebrations. But fans are saying this was different. Why? Because when a public figure builds an image around faith, healing, love, compassion, and personal growth, people expect their choices to match that image. If a celebrity speaks about kindness, but appears at an event connected to systems people believe harm vulnerable communities, fans will notice. If a celebrity wears symbols of support in public, but performs privately for people critics associate with opposing actions, fans will ask questions. And if the event was meant to stay quiet, that makes people even more suspicious. Because secrecy makes the internet imagine the worst. The leak that changed everything. According to the transcript, this event might have stayed unknown if no one had posted anything online. That detail is important, because the internet does not only react to what happened, it reacts to what almost stayed hidden. Fans saw clips, screenshots, alleged event schedules, and social posts being shared. The idea that phones may not normally be allowed at these kinds of gatherings made people even more curious. People started asking, how many private events like this happen all the time? How often do celebrities perform for powerful people, while ordinary fans never hear about it? How often is a public image carefully built for regular audiences, while private access is sold to billionaires? This is where the story becomes bigger than Justin. Because the anger is not only about one singer. It is about the entire celebrity machine. The public buys the music. The public streams the songs. The public defends the artist in comment sections. The public cries at concerts. But behind the scenes, the artist may still be moving in circles that ordinary fans would never be invited into. That realization feels painful. It feels like betrayal. Why the timing made it worse? Timing matters. The transcript suggests Justin had recently received positive attention for a comeback moment and a major performance. Fans were excited. People were saying he looked better, happier, stronger, and more present. For a moment, the public mood around him seemed warmer. And then this controversy dropped. That is why people reacted so strongly. It felt like the comeback story had been interrupted by a question mark. Fans were ready to celebrate Justin. Instead, they were forced to ask whether they had been too quick to believe in the new chapter. This happens often with celebrities. A star gets one beautiful public moment. The internet starts forgiving them. The headlines turn positive. Then one strange decision brings back every old doubt. Suddenly, people are not only talking about the new controversy, they are reopening the entire file. And that is exactly what happened here. The double standard argument. One major theme in the transcript is double standards. The narrator argues that if a female celebrity had done something similar, the reaction might have been much bigger. Taylor Swift is mentioned as an example. Selena Gomez is also mentioned. The point being made is that women in entertainment often get punished harder, faster, and louder for controversial choices. When Taylor uses a private jet, the internet explodes. When Selena becomes emotional about immigration issues, she gets mocked, attacked, and turned into a target. But when Justin is connected to a controversial private event, some people defend him by saying, "It is just a performance." That is why fans are upset. They feel the public gives certain male celebrities more room to explain, more room to disappear, and more room to be forgiven. Meanwhile, female celebrities are often expected to answer for everything immediately. Is that always true in every case? No. But does the entertainment world have a long history of treating male and female stars differently? Many people would say yes. And this controversy gave fans another reason to bring that argument back. Selena Gomez comparison. The Selena Gomez part of the discussion matters because it shows how emotional the immigration topic is for many people. In the transcript, Selena is described as someone who received heavy criticism after she publicly showed emotion and concern for immigrants and children affected by immigration policies. Some mocked her for crying. Some said she was making it about herself. Some said that, as a billionaire, she could do more than post a video. But others felt she was being human. They saw someone overwhelmed by pain and helplessness. Now compare that to the Justin controversy. Critics are saying, Selena was attacked for showing empathy, but Justin is being defended after allegedly performing in a room connected, according to critics, to people and companies tied to systems that affect immigrants. That contrast is why emotions are high. Because fans are not just talking about fame. They are talking about who gets sympathy and who gets suspicion. Who gets forgiven and who gets punished. Who gets to cry and who gets called fake. Who gets to perform and who gets called out. The Palantir concern explained simply. Let's explain this in a way even a child can understand. Imagine there is a giant computer company. This company collects, organizes, and analyzes huge amounts of information. Some people say this technology can help governments, companies, and security systems make decisions. Other people worry that the same technology can be used to watch people, track people, target people, or support harmful policies. That is the basic reason people argue about Palantir. Supporters may say the company helps solve difficult problems. Critics may say it gives too much power to governments and powerful institutions. So when a beloved pop star performs at an event connected to executives from a company like that, the public reaction can be intense. Because fans do not see it as a normal party. They see it as Justin giving entertainment, energy, and celebrity glow to people they believe are part of serious ethical controversies. And in today's world, celebrity glow matters. When a star walks into a room, that room becomes cooler. When a star performs for a group, that group looks more glamorous. That is why fans care. They are asking whether Justin's presence helped normalize something they believe should be questioned. He just performed the defense. Now let's be fair. There are people defending Justin. They say an artist's job is to perform. They say singers do private shows all the time. They say Justin may not personally support every person in the room. They say he may not have known every detail about every guest, company, or political connection. They say the internet is too quick to turn every event into a moral courtroom. And honestly, that argument is worth hearing. Because celebrities are humans, not research departments. They have teams. They have managers. They get booked. They sign contracts. Sometimes, they may not fully understand the public meaning of a private event until the backlash arrives. But here is the problem. Justin Bieber is not an ordinary wedding singer. He is one of the most famous performers in the world. When he accepts a private event, especially one full of elite names, people expect his team to know what they are walking into. At that level of fame, ignorance is not always accepted as an excuse. Fans will say, you have enough money to say no. You have enough power to ask questions. You have enough people around you to check who is paying, who is attending, and what the event represents. That is why the defense does not satisfy everyone. Why fans feel betrayed. The anger here is emotional because fans believe they invested in Justin's story. They defended him when people called him washed up. They defended him when people mocked his marriage. They defended him when he looked tired, confused, or unwell. They defended him because they believed he was a wounded person trying to heal. But when fans see him allegedly performing for billionaires and powerful executives connected to controversial systems, they feel used. They ask themselves, were we defending a man who truly changed? Or were we defending a brand? Were we supporting healing? Or were we supporting another celebrity who says the right things in public but follows money in private? That is a painful question. And it is why people are not letting the story go easily. The old controversies come back. Whenever a new celebrity scandal appears, old controversies return like ghosts. That is exactly what happens in the transcript. The discussion moves from the private event to old accusations, old videos, old social media moments, and old associations. This is how the internet works. One controversy opens the door. Then every past moment walks through it. People bring up Justin's past behavior. People bring up old offensive clips. People bring up his support or friendships with controversial figures. People bring up the yummy video and the theories surrounding it. Some people argue he is a victim of the industry. Others argue he is part of the same system people criticize. And some people feel both things can be true. A person can be hurt by an industry and still make harmful choices later. A person can suffer and still be responsible for what they do as an adult. A person can deserve compassion and accountability at the same time. That is the complicated part of Justin Bieber's public image. He is not easy for people to place in one box. To some, he is a wounded child star who never had a normal life. To others, he is a powerful millionaire who must answer for his choices. And to many fans, he is both. The yummy discussion. The transcript spends a lot of time talking about the yummy music video and the theories people have attached to it. This part of the conversation is extremely sensitive because many online theories are speculative. So we have to be careful. What we can say is this. Some viewers believe the yummy visuals were strange, uncomfortable, and possibly symbolic. They point to the wealthy dinner setting, the odd food imagery, the young entertainers, the repeated use of certain words, and the overall creepy atmosphere. Some people interpret it as Justin trying to expose darkness in the entertainment industry. Other people interpret it as disturbing without assuming a hidden message. And some believe the internet has taken the symbolism too far. But the reason this comes back now is because the private event controversy makes people revisit Justin's relationship with elite spaces. Was he exposing powerful people? Was he criticizing them? Was he performing for them? Was he once a victim and now part of the same world? These are the questions that fans are asking. Again, we cannot present theories as facts. But we can understand why people are connecting old discomfort to new controversy. Because when a celebrity has a history of strange, symbolic, or troubling public moments, every new scandal becomes part of a bigger pattern in the eyes of the audience. The problem with celebrity morality. This story also reveals a bigger problem. Fans want celebrities to have morals. But the entertainment industry rewards access, money, and power. A celebrity can post about kindness in the morning and perform for billionaires at night. A celebrity can wear a supportive pin at an award show and then appear at an event that makes fans question what they really support. A celebrity can speak about faith while still chasing approval from elite circles. This contradiction is not new. It is almost built into fame. Celebrities survive by being loved by the public and useful to the powerful. The public gives them attention. The powerful give them access. And sometimes those two worlds clash. That clash is what fans are seeing now. They are asking whether Justin Bieber's public message and private choices can live in the same body. The bigger industry question. Let's zoom out. This is not only about Justin. It is about Hollywood. It is about music. It is about how many famous people attend events that ordinary fans never know about. It is about how much celebrity culture depends on secrecy. Think about it. Most fans only see what celebrities want them to see. The Instagram post, the red carpet picture, the interview, the emotional documentary, the carefully edited performance. But private rooms show a different side. Who gets invited? Who pays? Who performs? Who sits at the table? Who laughs together? Who pretends not to know each other in public, but moves in the same circles in private? These questions make people uncomfortable because they remind us that celebrity culture is not as innocent as it looks. Fame is entertainment for us. But for powerful people, fame is also a tool. A famous face can soften an image. A famous voice can make an event feel special. A famous performance can turn a corporate gathering into a cultural moment. That is why celebrities must be careful. Their presence has value. And when they give that presence to controversial spaces, people will talk. What Justin should do now. So what should Justin Bieber do? Silence might not work this time. Because the longer he says nothing, the more fans fill the silence with their own theories. A simple statement could help. Not a cold PR statement. Not a vague sentence about love and positivity. Something human. Something clear. He could say whether he understood the nature of the event. He could explain why he accepted the performance. He could address the concerns without attacking fans. He could acknowledge that people feel hurt. He could clarify where he stands on the issues people are worried about. Would everyone forgive him? No. But accountability is not about making everyone happy. It is about respecting the people who supported you. And Justin still has many fans who want to believe in him. They are not all haters. Some are disappointed because they care. That is the part celebrities often forget. The loudest criticism sometimes comes from people who once loved you the most. The human side. At the same time, we should remember Justin Bieber is still a person. He has lived almost his entire life under public pressure. He became famous when most kids are still learning who they are. He made mistakes in front of the world. He was judged before he fully became an adult. That kind of life can damage anyone. So while it is fair to criticize choices, it is not fair to dehumanize him. Accountability should not become cruelty. Calling out a celebrity is different from wishing harm on them. We can ask hard questions without turning into a mob. We can say, "This choice looks wrong," without pretending we know every secret in his heart. We can care about the people affected by powerful systems and still speak responsibly. That balance matters. Because once online criticism becomes pure hate, the real issue gets lost. And the real issue here is not just Justin Bieber. It is the relationship between celebrities, power, money, and public trust. Why this story matters. Some people will ask, why does this even matter? There are bigger problems in the world. Yes, there are bigger problems. But celebrity stories matter because they show us how culture works. Celebrities shape opinions. They influence young people. They make certain spaces look normal. They turn attention into value. When they choose where to appear, who to support, and whose money to accept, those choices send messages, even when they do not mean to. That is why fans react. They are not just mad about a song. They are mad about what the performance represents. They are mad about feeling fooled. They are mad about seeing public compassion turn into private convenience. And they are mad because they know ordinary people do not get the same freedom to avoid consequences. If a regular person works for a controversial company, people judge them. If a celebrity performs for controversial elites, some fans say, "Leave him alone." That difference frustrates people. At the center of this whole controversy is one uncomfortable truth. People are tired of celebrities who speak like activists but move like opportunists. They are tired of public kindness that disappears behind closed doors. They are tired of stars acting relatable while living in worlds regular people cannot even imagine. They are tired of being asked to stream, buy, defend, and support, only to find out the artist may be more loyal to elite access than to the values fans believed in. That is why Justin's private performance became such a big deal. Because it touched a nerve. It reminded people that in celebrity culture, image is not always identity. A person can look gentle and still make questionable choices. A person can speak about love and still chase power. A person can be wounded and still disappoint others. And fans are allowed to notice. But here is the twist. This controversy may not destroy Justin Bieber. In fact, it probably will not. Justin has survived many storms before. His fan base is loyal. The internet moves fast. Another scandal will come. Another celebrity will trend. Another headline will distract everyone. But even if the story fades, the damage to trust may stay. Because fans remember how something made them feel. They remember the moment they stopped defending someone without question. They remember the moment they realized their favorite celebrity might not be who they hoped. And once that innocence is gone, it is hard to bring back. So where does this leave us? Justin Bieber is facing backlash because fans believe his reported private performance clashed with the values he publicly represents. Critics are upset because the event was allegedly connected to powerful tech and elite circles that many people find ethically troubling. The leaked nature of the event made everything feel more secretive. The presence of other famous names made the story feel bigger. The comparison to how female celebrities are treated made fans argue about double standards. And Justin's past controversies made people revisit old questions about who he really is, what he stands for, and whether he deserves continued public trust. But the biggest lesson is not simply, Justin is bad, or Justin is innocent. The bigger lesson is this. When celebrities build their careers on public love, they cannot be shocked when the public questions private choices. Fame is not only applause. Fame is responsibility. And the more powerful someone becomes, the more carefully people will watch where they stand, or who they stand beside. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Justin Bieber deserves the backlash? Do you think people are overreacting because it was just a private performance? Or do you think celebrities should be held accountable for the rooms they choose to enter and the people they choose to entertain? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is bigger than one artist. It is about fame, power, money, and the trust between celebrities and the people who made them famous. If you watched until the end, comment "trust" so I know you stayed through the full story. And before you go, support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Because here, we do not just follow celebrity drama. We look deeper. We ask why it matters. And we talk about the stories people want to keep quiet. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.